Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Barden, and Lady Sakura. Okay, so we're here in Aestabal. I gathered some supplies already. We're going to get our port report and then we'll get a little bit more supplies and then we can go. Burning afterimage. Your eyes water, the pages blur. The report is one of joy-filled complaint. Aestabal has a beauty too bright to be appreciated. But perhaps the Admiralty can find something of use. Okay, and then let's get our supplies. Jungle here bursts with life. Exotic delights. Breadfruit, sugarcane, coconut, soft-shelled crabs, and plump birds too stupid to know a hungry sailor from a tree. Aestabal is ripe with treasures unknown underneath. Fill your hold. Okay, so we get 10 supplies. When we got the others, we lost some of our crew. That's why we're down to 19 now. Okay, so we're going to head off from here. And then we're going to Gampol next, which is, I believe, where we can get some more fuel. Then the Shellinate. We may as well go to King Ear's castle, since we're going to the others. Okay, yeah. Stay close to Nathan's Bluff. Again, just try to keep on top of this terrorist creeping up there. Belch of smoke goes up from the funnel. So, generally around here is where we see a lone fluke as well. Under the Zeebeek's corpse, it floats so much carrion. We approach the Shellinate. A rock breaks the water, like the surfacing zeebees. No, it's a zeebees. No, it's a rock. Oh, and there is the lone fluke. Well, Mr. Lone Fluke, we do not need to be anywhere near you right now. Let's get ourselves turned. And in. Okay, there we go. Right, Gampol. We're not going to explore, although we could. Let's see. Let's speak with the Faney Horsebecks. She sits in a ghoulish tent made of the bone and hide of long dead beasts, saving her energy for the next great behemoth to reach its grisly end. Okay, let's ask about travellers. This must be the person of the sixth witness meant for you to meet. A matter for later. The Faney Horseback shakes her head. I've seen nothing of this, but nor have I asked. If I have it in me once I have my answer, I will attempt a divination. You will have the opportunity to find the sixth witness answer later on. Okay. Ask about how long she's been down here. Oh, I guess you have that up to 3, right? Yeah. The passage of time. 10 years? 100 years? 1,000? It is all the same after a while. The flesh keeps the body together. The mind, well, that is the trickier manner. I have coped, others have not. You've seen them, the oldest of the sailors, with no warm bed and loving family, calling them to shore. They're as much creatures of the sea as any that swim in it. The heart welcomes them, and they embrace it. It is their fate. I see a far more important one in your future. Okay. Ask about previous visitors. Who else has ventured down here in search of wisdom? Tale of the Presbyterian princess. It has been so long. The last who came here without being drawn, long ago. Time enough that these nails were short and this face still had some beauty. Oh, spare me these sympathetic murmurings. I see the present better than the future. Like any other. But where was I? Yes, the Presbyterian princess was the last one to find me. She came from the city in the mountain to ask the fate of the uprising. Not that of the 7 who fell, but the 7 who follow. Would the pain be worth it? She asked. That part I could not answer. Okay, and then ask what she seeks down here. There must be something she hopes to find. A painful memory. For many years I considered Wither my home, a city where answers are forbidden. It was quite relaxing after more than one lifetime of being expected to have them. But I broke the rules to spare a child's tears, and for that I was cast out. I would return with the fabled question that can only be answered with truth. The horseback cackles, resting a hand on your arm. Ah, you think I waste my final years on futile revenge? It is a purpose, a dream. At my age, it is important to have one. Shabalba writes, with living corpses aspiring to be nothing but dust. My kings do not need another. Okay, and let's see. Get that for the traveler. What else do we have? Okay, that's that. Right. What about the... I guess let's go in a bit, right? Little light seeps into the maze of ventricles beyond the chamber. You hold up the candle. The flame flickers as you approach the dry tunnels. A slight breeze pulses through them, carrying with it a pungent cocktail of salt, stale air and decay. Okay, well let's return to the main chamber then. We can't continue inwards. Lost, and thrice lost. There is no remembering the route once the candle goes out. You stumble through the darkness for just a sliver less than forever, finally light in the distance, and suddenly comforting smell of decay in the Campol's charnel house of an aorta. Okay. Well, I guess we'll cut some flesh. The carcass of the last beast to expire in this place still has plenty of meat hanging from its bones. Pickled and pungent. Your crew would face starvation 100 times before adding this still quivering mass of gluttonous blubber to the supplies. To the shellnate, however, it probably counts as hot cuisine. Okay, barrel of rancid flesh. Trying to remember, is it this one? How did we get our port-a-port? What does she see in the bodies of the dead? The nearly dead, she corrects. There is nothing to be predicted from meat, but from the quality of one's dinner. A wheezing laugh escapes her lungs. In Babylon, the quivering livers of 100 sheep showed us the fate of the first. In Rome, Ah, had Caesar only asked the right question. It is the life that leads to answers, not the meat. Down here, centuries of life, so many secrets, but the great beasts of the sea pass on so rarely. I cannot hold on much longer in the hope of finding what I seek. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it for now here. Right, well, let's get to the Shell Knight then. There's something over there as well. It may have been the Lorn Fluke. Okay, pop in here. The Shell Knight. Waves lap the slabby sides of a vast turtle shell, bigger than any cathedral. Shell Knights loaf on the wooden docks around the shell sides, staring sullenly. Lamps hang like decorations in a festive butcher's window. All around you, the sea is rank with scraps of ancient flesh. Okay, let's compile a port report. How does one express the very striking smell? The limits of meaningful expression. No matter what details you try to record, the stench creeps in around the edges of the sentences. The Shell Knights, watchful despite the reek, movement among the miasmic scraps of long abandoned monster carcass. Frequent duels were the stinkest thickest. So we've got a port report. Then let's supply the redolent flesh merchant. It's only one barrel, but it's a very large barrel. Dilithos. The redolent flesh merchant dips a finger into the quivering blubber and tastes it with shivering enjoyment. He pays you and gets to work selling it by the cupful. It is impossible to tell if Shell Knight prefer it to their customary diet of rancid turtle meat, but it is at least a different flavour of terrible. His customers are still licking their lips when the barrel is drained to the last oily drop. Okay, so we get 200 echoes for that. Now, what about this? The Scrimshander Chronicler, a scrawny man squats beneath an awning of gant-coloured whale skin. Bring me your tails, he cries. Tails for the bone. I don't think we want to do that at the moment. But you know what I forgot to do though? I forgot to buy... I think I do this all the time. I forgot to buy... some fuel in the camp pole. Let's go back there and do that. Because we're going to need more than the fuel that we have. Okay, and pop in there. Right, shops. Yeah, fuel. Okay, and then we don't need anything there. So we're going to leave, and then King Eaters is the next port call, I guess. Right, so I have to go around the shell nates. Whether GB's corpse afloat, so much carrion, we approach the shell nate. Okay. Generally we run into one of the, what are they called, the light ships or wherever they are, or not light ships, but the ones that are very bright and lit up. So we kind of hanging around close enough to the place. Sea of Statues. We've entered the Sea of Statues. Giants gape at us. King Eater's castle rises ahead, where fools give up their future. We don't want to be fools, although we often are. Oh man, I love this music. I know I say it every time, but it just gets you. Belch of smoke goes up from the funnel. And let's pop in here. Eat our crew, lose our mind. Construct the fulgent impeller. Offer the stories, all of them, or compile a port report. Well, let's go to the port report. Silence, desolation, the sense of impending and terrible mistake. Everything is horrible. It's not really an appropriate title for a formal report, is it? Let's find something a little more clinical. Okay. This may take you... No, we don't want to go elsewhere. Okay, there aren't any shops. Right, so I think that's where we're going to leave that one then. So I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you're keeping safe out there. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.